How's it going, everybody? So I'm gonna be try to be real quick about this, but this is something I learned when I was before I entered when I was in Chicago, and I went to the airport. The clerk, the attendant, told me I need to fill out this app on my other phone. So it's called the My SOS app, and you need to complete this before you enter Japan. They are gonna have like I think like three options here, and it's going to first you enter this. Sorry, one second. You go to this one, and it'll take you to this screen here. So you get questionnaire, these pledge, this vaccination certificate, the test. It was confusing at first, but you have to complete them one at a time. So, sorry, one second. So you complete the questionnaire. They'll ask you questions. They're gonna ask you stuff like, like this, the register and the passport number, the date of birth. Your passport, at least for me as an American, will be in the upper right of your passport. I'm not going to show you mine because my info, but it's going to be there's going to be a long number at the very bottom of your passport, and there's going to be a number at the upper right, and it's going to be just the same. It's going to be a section of here I can show you. So yeah, so you see right here, this is this long number. A section of this will be right here up there. So that they're going to ask you for your number. It's going to be right there. The same thing will be in that long line right there, but mainly right there. Just check right there. A lot of these things will require you to pledge the vaccination card. They're just, and also the test taken with less than 72 hours. Some, as far as I know, in regards to the test, you can take that at a airport or nearby airport. I took mine in a layover in Istanbul. But you need a e-visa, and that's for me. It took me $50, 50 US dollars to enter the other side where I can take the COVID test. And I took a PCR test, and that took me 2 hours to complete pretty much. I need to fill it out, pay the money, and I think the Turkish lira, it was like it wasn't really expensive, which was good. So you take that, you wait for an hour to get your test results. You take it back to the clerk that you got your payment from, and then you get the piece of paper. I didn't personally need it, thankfully, but I had my COVID card already. But it's always good to know, always good to have, because just in case, because you do need that. But I passed all these, and they let me through with this, even though I took my test 72 hours prior. And you have to take these one at a time, and it'll take you time after you complete them. It'll take maybe like an hour or so, maybe 30 minutes for it to actually pass through your pledge. If you don't have COVID or anything, your certificate, you need 3 doses of I believe the vaccine, and those 72 hours. Here's what it's going to look like. It's going to be blue, to show like everything you've done, everything on your part. And so when you land, all you got to do is show that to them on the app, the My SOS app. It won't look like this. It'll look like inverse. It'll look like that. At least for me as an American, it looked like that. Now that's the Apple Store one. It looks pretty similar on the Android app. I'm not entirely sure what this yellow means because I didn't get to yellow. I just got from red to blue. Also, in regards to the entry, it depends on which country you're from. So, for me, my entry, since they lifted it, is for me as a U.S. American. It's 90 days. In other places, it's like 30 days. And other places, it's like 15 days. So you have to just figure that out and Google it. And my assumption is that it might just be a difference of country by how fast it'll work for you. But yeah, start off here, you take care of your business, and you'll get here, and you just show that to the person when you land, and they'll ask you for your My SOS app, and the flight attendant will tell you the same thing. When you land, you're gonna have these immigration papers. You have to file these out twice. I believe one to one person, and I think they say if you have extra bags, you should file 2 of them. But yeah, you go through customs, you fill this out, and this stuff just has like your general, like your name, where you'll be staying, how long you'll be staying, and all those other things. Like it'll show. Yep, and they say the Disembarkation card for foreigner. So you got your family name, your day, month, year, given names, country names, your purpose for visit. For me, it's tourism. Could be for other things for other people. Last, your flight number. So Mine was Turkish Airlines, and they have their own specific flight to Japan. So you figure that out on your boarding pass or your ticket. Intended length of stay, gonna have to figure that out. Your signature. Oh, and they got this stuff. Controlled substances, guns, blades, gunpowder. Obviously no. Um, History of being convicted of a crime, not only in Japan. For me, it wasn't. Thankfully, any history of receiving a deportation or refusal of entry in Japan. You pick no, at least for me. So thankfully for that. And they have these questions: Have you ever been deported to Japan? Deported from Japan? Departed from Japan? Departure order or anything like that? Or denied entry? I just put no. Found guilty of a crime. Kind of the same stuff up there. I say no. Do you have any possessions of narcotics, marijuana, opium, stimulants, or controlled substances, swords, explosive, or such items? No. Yeah, so like I said before, you'll have to fill this out. I believe this is the one you got to fill out when you're in the on the plane. I mean, on the train, on the plane, and then the disembarkation one you have to fill out when you get there. So you have to do this twice. You might have to do it a third time for some reason. I think if you have more stuff, uh, like another bag. But yeah, you have to fill the stuff out twice when you enter. And hopefully they give you a good thing. You shouldn't, so long as you do your part, you take your COVID test. Even if you got to take it in the airline, the airport, you take care of that stuff. You should be fine. You'll get that blue plus from MySOS. You fill the stuff out. You shouldn't really have a problem. And know some basic Japanese to just communicate with them a little bit. And yeah, you should be fine. Just yeah, make sure you did your COVID tests. Take pictures of them. Take pictures of a lot of things. That'll cut back some time. Take pictures of your passport. You can delete it after, for your own safety. Take pictures of your COVID cards. Yeah, just like take pictures of your driver's license that's up to date, or your state ID. Make sure that stuff is taken care of, and because you'll need that stuff anyway. So if you take pictures of this stuff now, all you got to do is upload them from your phone, and that'll make your process very quick and streamline your process. So just take care of that stuff so that you won't get hit like flanked like I did and had to scramble to make sure this stuff happens. And yeah, hopefully everything works out. And yeah, make sure you get your passmo and your Suica card and put some money in there. And try out like the 7-Eleven ATMs. They can use your foreigner card. Just choose the foreigner option. Choose English if that's your language. They also have like Korean and Chinese. I think simplified Chinese. But yeah, you after you do that, you can make your way to go where you need to go. All right.